Well, hello everybody. I won't say good afternoon or good morning because I know that you're all in different parts of the world, but it's certainly a really lovely opportunity for me to have this chance to talk to you a little bit about what's going on in the world and what's going on with the so-called pandemic, and how fetal biophysics is actually being utilized in order to support us all. So what do we have to do? We have to protect ourselves. So how do we do that? We have to make sure that our energies are pure, completely perfect, that they flow through our bodies correctly, that our heart beats correctly, and that is how we use our fetal biophysics formulas. Firstly, we ensure that we have the correct heart power formula to ensure that our own constitution is kept safe. Secondly, we ensure that we look after ourselves with our tree formulas, so that each level of our body is protected, each zone, if you like, each axis, or if we're looking at it from the Ayurvedic point of view, the chakra systems are absolutely correct. And thirdly, use our HF flower formulas to ensure that our energy meridians are stable and also correct. So it goes back to those of you, my practitioners, to be able to assess your patient, to be able to look at the quadrant of the heart, which is under most duress. You know how to do that with your testing. To assess your patient to see which chakra in their system is under most duress, and by duress I mean most imbalance. And then you look at the HF to look after the emotions, often inspire to leading to these breakdown in our lives and our health. And then finally, you have the extraordinary support of the special care formulas, the 7 special care formulas that play an extremely important role in looking after our little ones and our children. We are faced today with mounting levels of sick children. We have to look after our young people. And frankly speaking, we protect them. We know that our vibrational formulas work. We know that we can give our children the support of fetal biophysics. We know that it doesn't matter what age we are, vibrational medicine is safe, is secure, it's powerful, it's supportive, and it works on a subtle and yet an extraordinary level that gives us an opportunity to care for the community in a way that is absolutely imperative, because one thing we know for sure, viruses are electrical faults. They cause electrical faults in the body. Viruses are vibrational. Viruses are airborne. And fascinatingly, the one defense against virus is vibrational medicine. Vibrational medicine supports viruses in a way that medical medicines cannot and will not and do not. The reason for that, and I am absolutely convinced of this, is that viruses are vibrational, and fetal biophysics is a vibrational form of medicine. So also is acupuncture, so also is homeopathy, so also is prayer and conversing and communication and consultation and spiritual and psychological work and spiritual healing and working with people, talking to them, caring for them, being there for people. It's very, very interesting that I have found that I've never been so busy, and people walk into my clinic and the first thing they do when they see me is they sit down and they start crying, because suddenly they feel safe. They feel absolutely safe because they know that I'm there to listen to them and to listen to their deep inner heartfelt souls, to be able to talk to them, to be able to express what is it that's actually going on with people's lives at the moment. We need to protect people spiritually, which we've always done, emotionally, which we've always done. We need also to look after people mentally, and mental in our idea and concept is chronicity. We need to look after people physically, and we use fetal biophysics podoridian to do that. And I have to tell you that the more you learn about the way to care for people, the more you learn about the the more you learn about which flower formulas, which tree formulas, and which heart power formulas, and which special care formulas are the ultimate cure and support for your patient, the more you'll be able to take them from a state of fear and a state of sickness and disharmony back into a state of wonderful health and security. Photoresidium has never been so important. The first concept that we have to understand is, where are these viruses hitting us most seriously? Well, you've been taught DUREN, you've been taught the beginning of Photoresidium. We teach this to mothers, we teach it to young children. I've seen Moon teaching young children in the orphanage how to do the DUREN treatment. And that is absolutely fascinating, because the viruses are hitting the conception meridian and they're hitting the pubic symphysis big time. The pubic symphysis, like the heart center point, is quite probably one of the most complex, one of the most important muscles in the human body. It is not just a muscle though, it is a valve, it is a muscle, it is a ligament, it's the strongest muscle in the human body. It holds the pelvis together. It is shifted every time you take a step. It is on the conception meridian, so that it's tied in with every extraordinary emotion that you experience. It's tied up with every single function in your body, both digestive, heartbeat, the breathing, the digestive system, the hormonal function, the entire working mechanisms of the human body. And we all know how to do that correction, where you place the thumb on the important point on the DO channel, REN channel, on the DO channel. And then you place your finger, your little finger, onto the pubic symphysis, and then you start working to rebalance the pulses, those two healing points. Listen carefully to the training of the Photoresidium, because before you even start to correct your patient, you need to know exactly how to do DUREN. So there's a lot more that we can talk about, but don't buy into the fear. Buy into the knowledge that you have. Buy into the sort of sensational knowledge that you have the power to bring about healing, to heal your patients and your family and yourselves. Learn everything that you can about nature, about right sort of foods, about stabilizing your lives, stabilizing your loves, your family, your emotions, what is really true in life. Funnily enough, you only have to look out of the window into, the garden, the trees, the birds, the nature, the climates, the wind, to realize what a beautiful world we live in. And there are things that will come out of COVID-19 pandemic. And that is one of the things that is lovely, is that there's an opportunity for the world to take a little breath, for all of us to take a little breath, a lovely, clean breath of fresh air, and say, what is it really? What is life? What is the true meaning of life? What is the true meaning of me? Who am I? Why am I me? I care about what matters. And really, that's my message to you. And thank you.